We're really trying to be on platforms where younger voters are, to make them understand that they also have a choice. We are really trying to get like the younger population to vote for younger candidates, because then the younger candidates can actually make a difference.
皆様ごきげんよう、高松菜です。皆様、スウェーデンのユース党をご存知でしょうか。日本でも自民党青年局や立憲民主党青年局など政党の青年部があります。ですが、政党の若者向けの広報をしていたりと、なかなか青年部が大きな影響力を持つことは少ないです。スウェーデンは政党とユース党が考えが違うこともありまして、若者の声を反映させるためにユース党はさまざまなキャンペーンをしています。今回私はスウェーデンに行き、中央党のユース党の党首の方に取材しました。ちなみに中央党とはもともと農民の党という農家のための政党で、その流れから現在も地方の利益を重視している政党です。中央党のユース党は普段どのような活動をしているのか、どうして強い影響力を持っているのか迫りました。どうぞご覧ください。
Hi, my name is Reka Tolny and I'm the president of the Center Party Youth Party, and I'm 24 years old. We are especially here because in this place usually people don't really go vote. There is a much lower percentage of the people who is voting. So we really wanted to get people to vote right here, because their vote is equally as important as everyone else's. So we are really trying to get information and get people to go and vote both today and tomorrow.
Are you a volunteer?
Yeah, I'm a volunteer. I kind of work with this. It's, every party has a youth party. So I'm like the president of the youth party for the central party. So I kind of work with this.
メインの職業がユース党の党首とか他に仕事してるんだよ。
Yeah, kind of. I'm voted for. It's the same as like party leaders, that the members do vote. So every year we have like a very big meeting where all the members have the right to vote, and then people are like candidating. So I was voted by the members in the youth party to be representing as a president. And yeah, I get paid for it, but it's not like a regular job, because I'm always, if my members don't want me there, then I will not sit.
なんでこのユース党に入ったんですか？
I joined the youth party when I was 17, and I really cared about, because I'm from a town like this one, which like very much like criminality, and many people are like poor, and I wasn't content with it. I wanted everyone to have the same opportunities to get somewhere. So I asked the question to all the youth parties, and I thought that the Center Party had the best answer. So I joined, and then after a half year I got involved and started to go to meetings and starting to get more active. And now 4 years later, I'm the president. So it was quite a journey.
若い人からの質問はどういうものが多いですか？
Mental health, a lot of it. Many young people here in Sweden feel really bad mentally and do need a lot of help with depression, anxiety and stuff. So how we can help more people with mental health, but also a lot about school, a lot about employment. We have quite many younger people who are unemployed here, so how we can change that, how it can be easier for younger people to get a job. But also criminality. The criminality has raised here in Sweden, so many people are interested in how we can change that, and how it can be safer for example, girls to go around in the evening, and how we can get more like rapists into jails and that type of stuff. Yeah.
若者の声を届けるためにどんなことをしてるんですか？
We work like this when we are giving out like information, but also in the youth party we are often at high schools, because many 18 years old are going to high schools, so we are often there and debating and campaigning. And in the youth party we are usually focused on the questions that 18 years olds are caring about the most, like school, or the right to have a nice time, about like partying and stuff, but also a lot about like hospitals and for the youth to have the same opportunity to be involved in politics.
ユース党と政党の母体と考え方が違うときに自分たちの考えを聞いてもらうためにどんな工夫をする？
Sometimes we have different opinions. For instance, there's a huge debate in Sweden amongst youths according cannabis and like hash. And then the youth party, we think they should be legalized, and Center party, like the real party, doesn't really think that. And then usually we're trying to get more and more politicians to understand us. We usually sit down and talk to them. We try to get in more of our younger members in like the parliament or in different kommuner and regions to be able to take decisions. So we are really trying to get like the younger population to vote for younger candidates, because then the younger candidates can actually make a difference in these questions.
なんでここの地域の投票率は低いと思う？
I think it has a lot to do with people might not understanding the language. It's hard to get to know that they should vote and what they should vote for, because they maybe do not speak English, Swedish as good, and often is my parents, especially are from Hungary, so they for a long time did not really care about voting, because they were like, why should we vote, because it doesn't matter. And I think that's a huge problem, that we really need to make politics more understandable, both for younger but also for people who is not born in Sweden, because their vote is equally as important, so they should also know that they should vote. Yeah.
難民が多いからだと思いますか？
Nej, alltså not really. No, it's more about, I don't think it's about being an immigrant, it's more about not understanding the language, but also if people are like poorer, more poor, no matter if they are born in Sweden or if they live here or if they live in like a very small place in Skåne or in like southern Sweden and northern Sweden, if you ain't earning that much, or if you maybe don't have a job, you are less likely to go vote, because you are more skeptical to the political system. And I think that's no matter it doesn't really matter where you're born, if you're an immigrant or if you're born here, it's more about being skeptical to the political system. But of course we need to, I think it's important to make politics more accessible and more like trustworthy, because it's also a logical thing that, take my parents for instance, the Hungarian political system is quite weird, and if you may be coming from a country where you can't vote, you don't have the right to vote because it's a dictatorship, then you will probably not understand the democratic political system we have here in Sweden as much. But I don't think that people voting less here because there is many immigrants. I think it's more about the skepticism, and I think we politicians have a really important role to change that.
日本の投票率が3割ぐらいっていう、若者投票率が3割にどう思うかというのと、なんでこの国の投票率が高いと思いますか？
I think I hope that one of the reasons is the youth parties, because we are usually in schools, so they know that we exist and they know that there are actually politicians who care about the questions that are especially important for younger people. So I think that might be a reason, or the reason that usually all the parties, both like the older and the younger, are trying to campaign on social media. So we are often on Instagram, and more people are getting on into TikTok and to make politics on TikTok to be able to reach out to the younger people. So I think that's also a reason that we're really trying to be on platforms where younger voters are, to make them understand that they also have a choice, and their vote is equally as important as a 45 years old's vote.
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価お願いいたします。それではまた、ごきげんよう。